Everyone's talking about RFK Jr.'s comment about paid caregiver. Real quick, I'll touch on it. My state does not offer any kind of paid caregiver assistance until I believe, don't quote me on this, and I'm apprehensive to share my state. I'm not comfortable with that yet, but in my state, I believe once they hit the age of 21, it was like 40 some months from that date, the PUNS list in my state kicks in. And if your child meets the requirements, which means they are like cognitively disabled and you can prove that, then you get some kind of compensation for being a caregiver. You don't get that when your child is an adolescent unless you meet very, very specific criteria. Most of the time, that means your child is homebound. You have a very, very low income with no assets. It's very hard to even get anything in my state. But let me just say, the states that have it, I'm happy for those parents because I think it's needed. I've had to quit my job 5 years ago to take care of my child. You can hear her. She's been up since before the crack of dawn. She's been up since like 1 in the morning and she has not gone back to sleep. It's exhausting. There's not a break. I don't agree with not having that. I do agree with if there is fraud, that's not acceptable. I don't know if he was referring to parents in this situation with disabled children. I think he was referring specifically to elderly. Either way, if it's a legit situation, and in my case, whenever I have never gotten a dime of assistance, ever. I've never qualified. But whenever I have submitted for anything that has been recommended to me, it's always been a very lengthy process of filling out information and submitting information. And I don't really see how you could commit fraud because they need so much information from you to be eligible. And they do it like an interview for whatever assistance that you're applying for. And they have simple questions like how much do you make? How many assets do you have? They ask like those questions first. And whatever your answer is, they shut you down immediately if that doesn't meet what they're looking for. They don't even go any further. The reality is it's hard to get to begin with, and the qualification process, from my experience, is very intense. So I don't really see how you could commit fraud as long as you meet all the requirements. Yes, that's confusing to me. That's something I wouldn't align with RFK Jr. or understand unless it was explained further, which hopefully it can be explained further. I don't believe any political figure you're ever going to agree with 100%. Just to add to that, the reason why people would want to be a paid caregiver for their child and not send them to an institution is because if you're that child's parent, you are going to take the best care of them. You're already doing it. You've sacrificed your life for your child in this situation, and you are going to give them the best care that there could possibly be and the most love. An institution is not going to do that. There's going to be people coming and going out of that child's life. There's never going to be consistency, and they're not going to love that child like a parent and take care of them like a parent and treat them like a parent would. That's why this is the best situation. Not institutionalizing your child unless you absolutely have to, because there are situations where people do have to do that. And I would not wish that on anyone, but as long as I can do this, I will do this for my child. With that said, I'm not sitting around waiting for any kind of government assistance to save me. I'm not. I'm taking action. And if you get that, I'm happy for you because you deserve it. You work hard as a mother, as a caregiver that never gets a break. And if you're receiving that, it's because you meet the qualifications and you deserve it. I feel that's why we pay taxes. It's the same thing as receiving assistance as a single mother maybe that needs some help with food stamps or something like that. I don't see why we shouldn't be able to receive some help. I just want to close with this. I'm not sitting around waiting for my government to save me. I take action because I know that the reality is my husband and I are the ones that are going to have to support our children. Even though our circumstances meet the requirements of Ella being eligible. Our income does not. Most of the time, if you make any amount of money that you could support a family on, you won't meet the requirements. You just won't. That's why I'm on social media. I'm here to advocate for kids in this situation where they are severely disabled. And also, I'm here to hopefully build something for my child's future. I'm not going to just wait around for something to be given to me, because I know the reality is that's probably not going to happen easily. And things can change by the time Ella's an adult. So I'm going to build something now. And if you want to hit all my buttons and follow me and repost and comment and all the things to engage with my post, and you are also a caregiver, an autism parent, caring for a child with a disability, and you would like me to do the same for you, I'm happy to support you. I'm happy to help another caregiver going through the same situation, because we have to take power into our own hands. We have to do something to build something for our children. And social media is the best way to do that, because we can't leave the house most of the time. Again, if you want to click all my buttons, if you are a caregiver going through the same thing, I'll be happy to support you as well. Just leave a comment, do all the things.